Guys, I need to be honest with my followers on this channel. Recently, I'm just feeling really bored of asking who funds you about the left, and I've decided to make a career change and I'm going to be a left-wing activist. I didn't realise how easy it was to be a left-wing activist, and I think maybe I can make some money out of it. I could go on LBC Newsnight. And the best thing of all is I've found scripts, so I know already what I'm going to be talking about. I went on the website of something called the New Economy Organisers Network, and people that have gone through it include Grace Blakely, Zoe Gardner. There's a couple of Labour MPs. They all seem to be doing really well. So I thought, I haven't gone through Neon training school, but they've got all these resources on their website. I've had a look, it doesn't look too hard, and I found this document and it's called How to Talk About Wealth Tax. So I thought I could be like the new Gary Stevenson, because he's like a millionaire as well, so maybe I could be a millionaire now. And I figured that they want some gender diversity, so I could be like Shazza's Economics, and now I know everything I'm going to say. So this document, for instance, it's got framing principles about the wealth tax, and it's about 6 pages long. So I really like some of the advice in here. So one of the really good bits of advice when I'm talking about wealth tax, obviously we want to make sure that we kill all the wealth in the UK. So one really good tip is avoid talking about tax on wealth as punishment. Most people, including wealthy people, support a wealth tax. Got that? People rarely support messages that attack the generically wealthy for the fact of being wealthy. So talking about wealth tax as a punitive measure will most likely not appeal, blah, blah. Okay, I got it. But just tell me what to say. Okay, right, I've got it. Most people agree that a proper wealth tax is the way we can get the society we want, where kids get a good education and people can get the treatments and care they need. Even the wealthiest amongst us want this. 3 out of 4 of the richest, 6%. These are the people with 1 million spare in their accounts, agree that we need a proper wealth tax to help fund key services and deal with the cost of living crisis. But this government would rather keep their donors and friends in the city that listen to what most of us want. I'm going to have to work on delivery a bit. Also important to show how easy it is to raise large sums of money through a wealth tax. Love these stats too. They've got some stats, and really important as well. There's another example message. What I really like as well is it tells you what words to say and don't say. Do say tax contribution. Do say wealthy people should but don't say tax burden, and don't say working people shouldn't. As this, avoid repeating the burden frame, as this feeds the idea that tax is bad. Also say tax loophole, tax cuts, but don't say tax break. And say libraries, schools, hospitals, key services, the services our families rely on, but don't say public services. Where possible, name the service, institution or public sector worker. Right, I've got it. More tips, lots of tips. And then I'm also ready for comment attacks. Watch out, Andrew Neil. If you have Shazza Economics on your show, I will be ready for questions like, won't this drive wealth and wealthy people away from the UK? Well, wait for me, Shazza Economics. People make decisions about where to live based on family, social ties, schools, and where to do the most interesting work in their industry. Tax is simply not the determining factor some people want to make us believe. And studies have shown that wealthy people in the UK want to be here and want to pay more to make sure our NHS, transport, and social care services are working for us all. Oh, but Andrew Neil, he's not finished, right? He's got another one. A wealth tax has failed everywhere it's been adopted. It won't work. That is untrue, Andrew Neil. In Switzerland, they have a wealth tax that is working very well. In places like France, the policy failed because of poor design, which means what they called a solidarity tax was set to hit people with a wealth of over 1.3 million euros. This wealth tax is a far better design that would impact fewer people and still raise lots of money. I think I've got to work on my delivery a little bit at Shazza Economics, but I'm sure that this school, Neon, can help me because it runs spokespeople network, so you can go along and do a little course, and so many resources there because it's funded by George Soros, Quakers, the Paul Hamlin Foundation, which believes in open borders. So lots of money floating about, and and even this 6-page document is really useful. Also has some resources, including from Greenpeace, Tax Justice UK. So yeah, so goodbye. I'm off to be a left-wing activist, and see you on the airwaves.